This is John Gill. I have some minor corrections to the area that I surveyed and mapped. You know, the UFO. I have a UFO on video flying over these islands, and I previously mapped it out and did a video like this, but I made one mistake. Here, first of all, let me get a look at that real quick. It's actually more than that. When I originally mapped this, for some reason, I don't know why, I do know why, I kept confusing KO PHAI with this island. Because, when I was out there, and I know why, when I was out there doing my beach survey that day, KO LIN and KO LAN sound very similar. Like right there, there's KO LAN, there's KO LAN, spelled Gatlan or Kolarn. Is that right, on? Gatlan. And then KO LAN and KO LIN, actually. Yeah, KO LIN right here. Yeah, I remember the guy on the beach said KO LIN. They sound similar, so I thought he was talking about Kolarn. But yeah, it's KO LIN, not KO PHAI. Not KO PHAI. The islands we're talking. It went near KO PHAI though. It went to this one here, which would have been KO MAN and KO KLUNG. These two islands. So it actually did go just a little bit south of KO PHAI. Right before it made its final run across KO LAN, it went to these islands first. KO MAN and KO LUNG. So it did go close to KO PHAI. Okay, I was not that far. The original distance I plotted is not that far off. Okay, in fact, the point where I spotted it from, I initially said it was exactly 21 kilometers from where I was standing on the beach, which was right here to the nearest landmark of Jomtein Boathouse. So I was standing right there. And what I said initially, 21 kilometers to the point where I spotted it, I was exactly right. Except I thought it was here. This is the same distance. I thought it was here because it kind of, it's kind of confusing. But where I was looking at was actually this island right here in the middle. Everything else though I was exactly right about. We're talking about KO LAN or Gatlan. That one right there. That one is that one is a KO MAN. And in this one here, where I first spotted it, KO LIN, KOLIN, KO LIN, and it was actually going from KO LIN to Khram Yai back and forth. And it was Khram Yai as well. So those three islands, Khram Yai, KO LIN, KO LAN, as well as KO MAN and KO KLUNG as well. It went up here as well right before it made its final run across KO LAN. And again, I was standing right here. So when it initially caught my eye, it was right here over KO LIN. And when you first see it, about 2 minutes in the video, okay, when it first caught my eye, it was like out here. So it was actually behind, I remember it was behind the island. So it was actually further than 21 kilometers. 21 kilometers, that's 13.1 miles. Okay, so I was still seeing it out there pretty far. I was exactly right the first time about that. And then and then you see it go between KO LIN and Khram Yai. It does this in like a matter of seconds, this 13K. But you see on the video, you see it as it's moving, it occasionally stops and then it hovers and then it continues moving really fast. It'll move really fast and then it would stop abruptly and hover. And it did the same thing when it made it down to Khram Yai. Did I say that right at the beginning? Khram Yai Island. That's Khram Yai. When it made it down here, I remember right at the end of the island, it stops. It stops real fast, like abruptly, and it would hover. And then it would continue moving across Khram Yai. It covered Khram Yai in a few seconds. And that's like an extra, 2 or 3 kilometers right there. So that's, 13K. That's about 16 kilometers, exactly 10 miles one way. Because it covered this entire island. That's at least 2 or 3 kilometers across. It went across this island in like a second. Literally, like 1 to 2 seconds. Went across this whole island. That's about another 2 or 3 kilometers right there, which is about another, probably about another 2 miles close to. If it's more than another 3K across here, which, it definitely is. If that's, KO LAN is 4 kilometers across. If that's 4 kilometers across right there, KO LAN, that one's probably a little bigger even. So that's actually, I'm underestimating it, actually. It's probably more than 16 kilometers or more. It's probably like, more like 11 or 12 miles. Once it finished going to the other end of this island within about a second, and then it went back the same way, did the same thing. Went real fast across Khram Yai again, and then it did this 13 kilometers again back to Ko Lin in a few seconds. And it was hovering, and it appeared for like 8 minutes. It would move really fast, and then it would stop and hover. That's here. I'll show the video of it as well here. But it would stop and hover, and it appeared for like 8 minutes. It would move like several kilometers, like for example right here, let's like 10 miles within a few seconds. But it appeared for a total of like a little over 8 minutes, because it would go like back. It went back and forth from here twice, and then it would stop occasionally and hover, but it did all this distance in seconds. So here and back, if that's at least 10 miles to the other end, at least 16 kilometers from here, it's 13 kilometers, as you see here, 13K from Ko Lin to the beginning of Khram Yai. Then it's at least another 3 kilometers across this. At least. It went across this. So if that's another 3 kilometers at least, that's at least 10 miles right there, one way back and forth. Did this across here all the way to the other end, and then it went back in a matter of seconds, as you see on the video. So that's a little closer than what I thought originally. I thought it was that island it was coming from originally, but no, it was here. That's still back and forth. That's still 20 miles at least in a matter of seconds right there. Okay, 10 miles, 13K, what's that, 13 kilometers, that's 8 miles, plus another probably 2 or 3 kilometers or more, even across Khram Yai. That's about another 3 kilometers at least. Yeah, so that's at least 16 kilometers. So that's 10 miles both ways, 20 miles right there. Okay, that's a long way. That's still a long way. So it's still going way too fast to be just a drone. And then from Ko Lin to like these, it went right before it made its final run across. At the end of the video, you see it really good going across Ko Lan or Gat Lan. And right before it did that, though, I remember right before it made its final run, it went from Ko Lin. You can see it way out over these islands, just a little south of KO PHAI, which that's like another 11 kilometers. What's that? And then probably more than that, even the other side of this or behind it, probably more like 12 kilometers, which would be about 7.5 miles. From 11K, that would be about what, 6.8, 6.75, I think exactly. But yeah, so a little more than that even. So really more like 12K. So another 7.5 miles this way in a few seconds. And then it made its final run from here across Ko Lan. That's 12 kilometers right there. So again, 7.5 miles plus Ko Lan alone. That's exactly this island here. I measured it. I was on this island. I was actually physically on this island, Ko Lan, as well as Ko Si Chang, which is further up north. You can't see it on this map, but I was on this island. This island is exactly 4 kilometers in length. So that's 12K right there, 12 to 13, 13 to 14, 14 to 15, 15 to 16. Okay, so from 12K from Ko Man to Ko Lan. And that's another 7.5 miles plus 4 kilometers across this island. That's approximately another 10 miles it did in a matter of seconds. And then it continued even further than that within a matter of seconds. At the very end of the video, you see it go across Ko Lan, and it continues going up north towards Ko Si Chang, except because I'm standing right here, this little peninsula-style piece of land sticking out, it blocked my view. So I couldn't see it going further north than this. It went like up here, continued up towards Ko Si Chang, but I couldn't see any further past this, up towards Ko Si Chang. Ko Si Chang is a little further north. But so that last run, that's another 10 miles right there. It did it in a matter of seconds, and even further than that even. So that's to the point where I lost sight of it. It kept going like out here. That's probably, this, 10 miles? So, shit. Probably at least half that, probably at least another 5 or 6 at least another 10 kilometers till it disappeared out of my sight, probably, approximately. Yeah, because it continued past this. Yeah. So I wish I could measure out here because it continued. I lost sight of it right about in here because of this piece of land right here. So yeah, that's the total distance it covered. So really, this to this, 10 miles approximately, and back 20 miles. So 20 miles plus about approximately 28. That's about another 8. If that's full, if that is more than 11K, 12K, that's about 7.5. So 20, close to 28 miles right there. And then across this, another 10 miles. So yeah, that's 28. Yeah, so yeah, 20. Yeah, 28. And then 38. So yeah, you're talking well over 40 miles. So you're talking well over 40 miles total. I mean, that just says 76 miles, including all the entire. That just includes the entire triangle. But the only distance it actually traveled from here to here and back, and then from here to here, and then from here to here, and then continued on north. So yeah, you're talking about approximately 40 miles or more. You know, from here to here, 10 miles to the end of this island. So, and then going back, about 20 miles? From here up to here, probably 12K, so another 7.5, 8 miles. So approximately 27 or 28 miles approximately. So then if that's another 10 to where I lost sight of it, what about 38? Probably, about 40 miles. Can I see your phone real quick, hon? Yeah. Let me just add that up real quick. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go over that video again. Let me just calculate that real quick and make sure, because I didn't say that wrong. Calculator. Okay, so like 16 kilometers from Ko Lin to the other end of Ko Phai, 13 kilometers between the islands alone, which is 8 miles, but you know it went all the way across Ko Lin, or Khram Yai. Yeah, from Ko Lin to Khram Yai, and it went all the way across Khram Yai. So that's actually more than 16 kilometers. So 10 miles right there, plus 10 miles going back, plus the distance going back, approximately 20 miles back and forth. And then here to like between these islands, I remember where I lost before, I was having trouble. You see especially in this part here, when it went over, before it jumped over this island, you see the phone, when I'm recording it, I'm constantly doing this, dipping it like that. And the reason why I'm doing that, again, it's 21 kilometers out. Okay, so I was having trouble seeing it. Occasionally I had to dip the camera like that so I could get, so I could refocus my eyes on it, because I kept losing sight of it on the phone monitor. I'm using an iPhone XE. That's why I had to do all the close-up videos, to zoom in on it. I didn't alter the video in any way. I just zoomed in on it. So then 20 miles there and back, approximately, another 7.5, 7 miles, 11, 12 kilometers, approximately 7 miles. Let's say 7 miles, plus 7. All right, so 27 miles, then another 12 kilometers there, that's 7.5 miles. Then across Ko Lin, another 4 kilometers. So that's 16 kilometers there, that's another 10 miles. So 37 miles, plus it continued going out this way. Yeah, we're talking more than 40 miles. It covered during the period, and that was only what I saw it cover during that 8-minute period. And remember, again, it kept bouncing back and forth between here and here within seconds. Okay, so that's like, again, 20 miles. So that's still, so really, I got it exactly right now, but my original distance measurement wasn't too far off originally. Yeah, I was originally not too far off. So now, real quick, when I first started talking, did I get the islands right? Khram Yai, Ko Lin, Ko Man, and Ko Lan. And that's where I was standing near the nearest landmark on Jomtein Boathouse. I hope I said that correctly so I don't have to redo this. Let me go over that full video again, or let me go over at least the end part of the video. Well, I recorded this video on June 4th, 2024. Okay, right here. Yes, the sighting was on June 4th, 2024. Let me fast forward to the good parts of the video right here. I think it was right almost 2 minutes in is where you see it going across here. First of all, get to the part where I first zero in on. That's the end. Oh, hang on, this is wrong. That's not the full video. That just shows the end. I want to show the whole thing. Right here. Okay, let me fast forward that to about a minute in. Or actually, no, just go to the first 30 seconds for starters. So I zero in right when I first zero in on it. You see that middle island right there? Again, that's Ko Lin, not Ko Phai. You see, that's where I first spotted it. It was out there way past Ko Phai. And then it's heading towards Khram Yai right now. It continuously would stop and hover and then keep going really fast, but it still covers miles, / kilometers in seconds. There it is right there. It's right now between Ko Lin and Khram Yai. Right there. Let me fast forward to here a little bit. Right here. Get to the part where you see it zip over Khram Yai after it covered all that distance. Okay, it's only 2 minutes in. You're about to see it zip right over Khram Yai. Focus. Right there, see it? Right there, it's right over the beginning of Khram Yai right now. Now it's moving over Khram Yai very quickly. My 10-minute zoomed in video is a lot better than this. That's the one I'm actually looking at right now. Watch the 10-minute there. It's right over almost to the end of Khram Yai. So that's like about another 4 kilometers across Khram Yai it went. And then it goes back across Khram Yai again, back to Ko Lin. That's about another 10 miles going back. Where is it? Right there. See, it's right at the end. See how it's hovering over Khram Yai right now. Now let's go over to the end, where it soars over Ko Lan at the very end. Right here. Right now, it's over Ko Man. That's like Ko Man Island out there. You see it over Ko Man, and now it's getting ready to make its final run across here. You see that again? Which right when it's over. See, it's over Ko Man right now. Right there. And it's about ready to make its final run across Gatlan, or Kolarn, or Kolan. Right there. You see it above Ko Man Island right now. That's just a little bit south of Ko Phai, though, so it got pretty close to Ko Phai. Now watch this part, where it soars across from there to the camera comes back up, and you see it zipping right across Ko Lan, right there. There it goes. Now it's zipping across Ko Lan. That island itself is 4 kilometers in length alone, and it goes even further than that. And then you see where it disappeared. And then again, I couldn't see it going any further past here. After it went across Ko Lan, I couldn't see it going any further because I was standing here in this piece of land. I couldn't see past this on the beach. But out to sea, in the ocean, though, everything looks like a big movie screen out there. So again, here, let me wipe down that screen real quick. Okay. Go back over here again. Right to where it goes over from Ko Lin to Khram Yai. There it is. I should have cleaned the iPad screen before I did this. I just got the map made. But watch the full 10-minute video. I'll put the full video, I'll put the best close-up video in the comments, as well as the original UFO video that I did the screen recording from. You see it going across Khram Yai. So look how fast it's going across Khram Yai. Now look at it. It's right there. It's hard to see because that's really far away. In fact, Khram Yai, from the point where I was standing, yeah, see, that was actually even further, 23 kilometers. So when I'm trying to film it over Khram Yai, that's even further. It's 23 kilometers. It started out when I first caught my eye, it was 21 kilometers from where I was standing. But Khram Yai is an additional 2 kilometers. So that's another another couple kilometers. What's that, about 21 kilometers? What's that, about a half marathon? That's 13.1 miles, so 23 kilometers. An additional 2K. 2 kilometers is, 2,000 meters, but that would add, it'd be a little over a mile. It adds 1.25 miles. That adds, so that's like 14 and some change. From where I was standing to Khram Yai, that's 14 miles and some change. So that's why it's so hard. It's even harder to see over Khram Yai. Right there, it's over Khram Yai. It's even more difficult to see over Khram Yai. But again, watch my 10-minute long zoomed in video. I'm doing a screen recording of my original zoomed in video. So is that it? Yeah, there it is, right there at the end of Khram Yai. You see it right there. You can barely see it, but it's there. And then it goes back across Khram Yai again. When it's over Khram Yai, you can see it, but it's blurry. At the very end, you can see, when it goes across Ko Lan, you can see it good. You see it right there? You see it? There you go. You got it. I got it. And then it's going, now it goes back across Khram Yai again. And the camera just keeps dipping because I'm trying so hard to focus my eyes on it because it's so far away. Right there at the end of the island. Right there, see, right there. It just went back across Khram Yai again, and now it's heading back, and then it goes back over to Ko Lin, and you'll see all that on the video as well, mostly. It goes all the way back, then it goes back, and then it goes back. You saw it go across Khram Yai, then it goes back across Khram Yai, and all this distance back over to Ko Lin, and then it kind of, and then between Ko Lin and Ko Man, I kind of lose sight of it a few times. The camera keeps dipping. But then right before it catches it again, but between here and here. But then right before it makes its final run at the end of the video, you see it go from here and zip across Ko Lan in a few seconds, and it continues north towards Ko Si Chang. But that is the correct measurement. I got the correct measurement now. All right. See, there's it's getting closer to back over the Ko Lin again. Ko Lin Island, the small island in the middle. Right there. There's Ko Lin Island. Now, where's the object? It's hard to see at this point. But if you watch the full video, yeah, there it is. There it is. It's heading back over to Ko Lin. And there's that guy taking his hat off. That kind of looks like he's signaling. Kind of weirds me out a little bit. And that was a few minutes before it made its final run when that guy took his hat, kind of tipped his hat. I don't know. It could be a coincidence, I guess. He just kind of looks like he's signaling to me. Here, I kind of lost sight of it. I'm trying to focus it back on. Yeah, these zoomed in videos are hard to do because it was difficult to see out there. Again, that's like over 13 miles away. Here, it comes back in focus again. It's over. That's Ko Lin again. It's back over Ko Lin. That was the island that I kept confusing with KO PHAI. There it is. Now it's on the other side of Ko Lin, between Ko Lin and Ko Man. Where you see it right now. You can see it right there. So it did all that distance, and now it occasionally it would stop and hover. Now look at it. You can see it moving towards Ko Man now. And I think I lose sight of it a few more times between Ko Lin and Ko Man. There it is again. Okay, I'll go ahead and fast forward to the last part here in a minute. Or maybe I'll just let it run. It's only 2 more minutes anyway. Should I just let it run? Is that part where my hand gets in the way? Yeah, getting close to the end. Because I'm trying to keep focus on it because it's so far out there. It's so difficult to see. That's why I had to zoom in on it so you can see it. You can watch the original video for yourself in comments, but I highly recommend watching the 10-minute zoomed in video that I'm showing right now. Just watch the original. I'm going over it, trying to show, exactly what I just showed on the map is all I'm really doing. It's over. It's like between Ko Lin and Ko Man. Kind of lose focus again. Hang on 1 second. Let me wipe the screen down a little bit there. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got some now I got to correct a bunch of stuff just because I got that island wrong. But even though overall the distance wasn't really it wasn't really much. It wasn't really too far off. Right there. Okay, you're going to see the final. It's about to make its final run across Ko Lin here in a few seconds. You see it right there. It's getting ready to make its final zip across Ko Lin. It's about to zip from Ko Man to Ko Lin. Here it comes. There it goes. Now keep watching. after it goes past, after I go down to get a closer look, because there's people in my way. And now it's past Ko Lan. It's heading north towards Ko Shi Chang. It did not go over the trees. It went further out to sea. That's a little that peninsula-looking piece of land there just blocked my view. And because I was zooming in on it, it might have gave that appearance, but it did not go over land. It continued going out to sea further. See right there? That's right before it makes its final run right there. It's still kind of hovering, and then watch it. Then it starts moving real fast. It goes from hovering again to like moving real fast right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So what I just showed it going between Ko Lin and Khram Yai, and then across Khram Yai, and then back across Khram Yai, all the way back over to Ko Lin, and then approximately like up around here, or even if it went directly from here to here, that's still, you know, pretty far. It's still 14 kilometers, but I mean, either way, even if it didn't, even if I'm wrong about this part right here, that's still a pretty long distance. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting it about as close as I can, and then from here to Ko Man, approximately, I think, and then across Ko Lan within a few seconds, and it appeared for 8 minutes. And again, I was standing here where I first spotted it. It was 21 kilometers out, or 13.1 miles. And then here, even when it went down to Khram Yai, that's why I had to focus in on it. I had an even harder time focusing in on it, because that's even further. That's 23 kilometers from where I was standing. So again, let me go back over to Google Maps. Yeah. Yeah, okay, those broken islands, yeah, it was one of these. Either Ko Man or Ko Klung, approximately. But it was definitely the island in the middle was definitely Ko Lin right here. Yeah, not Ko Phai. It was Ko Lin. So yeah, it was Ko Lin, Khram Yai, and Ko Lan, and I believe Ko Man as well. But Ko Lan, Ko Lin, and Khram Yai were the three big islands it flew over, and then it kept continuing north towards Ko Shi Chang up here. But again, because I was standing right here, that's why when you go across Ko Lan, that's why it almost looks like it's going over here, but it's not. It's just because this sticks out and blocked my view, so I couldn't see it, you know, going any further up north along the shore, up north toward. It looks like it probably went up north towards Ko Shi Chang, I would assume. I mean, it was very careful to fly over all these islands, directly over them. So I'm sure it probably went to Ko Shi Chang next. So anyway, that's it. Yeah, I just wanted to correct that, because originally I thought it was, Ko Phai, but no, it was actually Ko Lin. But still, that's still a long way. It's still a long way traveled. That's still way too far and way too fast to be a drone. Here, let me show a better screenshot of that too, real quick. Right here. That's so far. That is the best zoomed in shot I can get. And, I don't see any wings in that thing. No wings, no propellers. It just looks like one flat, round metal object. And I've got other still shots of it as well, where it even appears to be different shapes. In fact, do I have those in comments here? I thought I put those in comments. Hang on one second. It's right in here. Right here, yeah, here it is. Here's the best still shot of it I have so far. right there. But then I've also got like this. That was taken from the desktop as well as this. You know, it's really hard to zoom. I still need to get a professional to try to zoom in on it a little closer than what I did. But so far, that's probably the best clear shot of it I have. So that's it. Thanks for watching. That was on June 4th, 2024 on Jomtein Beach, Thailand.